Graeme, how would you characterise an idea that is more innovative or more unique?
Yeah, so an idea that is more unique is probably one with more uncertainties. In a sense, you could think of an idea as a hypothesis or a theory. So it's something that will be realised in the future, and it sets out your theory about how it will work. So with any theory in science or other walks of life, there are unknowns. You can't be sure that your idea will definitely work the way that you imagine. So a more unique idea is just one where we probably know less. We can have less certainty that there is an idea that is actually going to work. Another way of confirming if you have a unique idea is one where you can reasonably apply words like first, only, or new. So if you can reasonably use any of these words to describe the idea, then there is some chance that it might be genuinely unique.
Yeah, and so if organisations are looking for genuine innovation as well as improvement, what sort of things can they do to help people submit more groundbreaking ideas then?
Well, there's a couple of things that you could do. I mean, the first, most obvious one is probably just set a more challenging standard. So in other words, you can make it absolutely clear about the level of uniqueness or level of performance transformation that you're looking for. If we're looking for real performance transformation, then it needs to be clear that marginal improvement just isn't sufficient. Clarify that ideas should be capable of leading to significant improvement. So as you know, we recommend that clients set challenges for people to respond to with ideas, and we can build the higher standard required into the challenge. We can make it absolutely clear where the bar is. So marginal improvement ideas, okay, useful enough, but to really fulfill our requirements, then ideas need to deliver a very high standard in terms of newness. Another thing I've seen a lot of is around how ideas are assessed and filtered. We would usually look at two dimensions for this. So the level of potential impact and how easy or hard we think the idea will be to deliver. So if you leave people to their own devices, once they've got ideas, inevitably they will favour ideas with high impact that are easy to do. To be honest, in their experience, if an idea is easy to do, then oftentimes they're not that high impact at all. So also, if the idea is easy for you to do, then in competitive situations, it will also probably be easy for the competition to do. So we're always trying to encourage clients to look at some ideas, at least, that are seen as high impact but hard to do. Hard to do usually means that we know less, and therefore we've got more learning to do. And successful development in these situations can mean that we've probably got a high impact idea ready to implement that is many steps ahead of the competition and well before the competition even know what's happening.
Okay, and so from an individual's point of view then, what can individual people do if they want to create ideas that are more unique?
Yeah, so again, I come back to brain fuel, and you and I have talked a lot about this, as you know, and I'd be encouraging the use of more challenging brain fuel for more unique ideas. So the way I like to think about this is that we're looking for brain fuel that makes it feel as though your brain is kind of doing somersaults. So this means that you're being forced to look at the situation in a very different way. It can still be very simple stuff. For example, one of the simplest methods for doing this was developed by Dr. Edward de Bono, a bit of a guru in creative thinking, and it's called random words. So this method can involve just grabbing a dictionary, for example, picking a word at random, and then trying to force fit that word with the challenge in question. This can be incredibly difficult, but instead of just giving up, we would encourage people to work harder, try to make a connection and figure out how they can get an idea from this really unique combination. So it means forcing the brain into places that it's never been before. In fact, I've seen reports from the DuPont organization that some of their scientists use the random word method in the development of Kevlar and Lycra materials. The other thing that can help, as I mentioned earlier, is just to apply the standard of new, first, or only as you develop your idea from the get-go. So keep asking yourself, in what way is this a first, in what way is this new? And just build the standard into the creativity process. If you can do that at an early stage, then you can do some filtering activity to go out and find out how new the idea actually is. The internet is a wonderful resource for finding it quickly if your idea really is unique.